It's finally happening, the Florida Trail. As a Florida native growing up here, this first through hike in my home state is a dream I've chased for years. I've poured months into planning because I know this isn't just a hike, it's a massive commitment and a monumental personal challenge. And now, I'm here at the literal start of it all, the Southern Terminus. I started my through hike the last week of December, slightly ahead of the official early January kickoff. This early start gave me two advantages. It allowed for me a more relaxed pace, knowing that I might take longer than seasoned through hikers, and it offered the solitude I craved. For the first 2 weeks, the trail truly felt like my own. So I just passed a southbound hiker not that long ago. So he's just about finishing and done as I'm just beginning. But here's the thing about your first through hike. At some point, you just have to go. You hit a wall where all the planning in the world won't tell you exactly what it's going to be like. So I've made my best guesses, gone off my instincts, and now it's time to see if those instincts are any good. For hikers and backpackers seeking a true wilderness adventure, the first 30-mile section of the Florida Trail and Big Cypress National Preserve really delivers. This challenging yet incredibly rewarding segment plunges you into remote cypress swamps, vast prairies, and peaceful pine flatwoods, often requiring you to wade through calf to waist-deep water in thick mud. Camp is only permitted at designated sites where dry ground can be a rare luxury. Water purification is a must, and careful preparation of all food is paramount. Resupply options are non-existent. Pretty nice. The limestone found here almost makes like a sidewalk for you, and definitely makes the ground more solid than the muck and the mud that you're predominantly encountering here. So this is interesting. I thought that this was real at first. Somebody had done some alligator hunting, but you don't know. It's very odd. Looks like fiberglass and or maybe porcelain. I don't know. I believe this is an apple snail. Both native and invasive species of apple snails are found here in the Florida Everglades. The Florida apple snail is a crucial food source for the endangered Everglades snail kite. Invasive apple snails, particularly island apple snails, have also become established, making them a concern for their impact on the environment. So everything I was reading and hearing from people who have done the trail is the first 30 miles expect about 1 mile per hour because of the conditions. But this is the first camp you come to. It's 7 Mile Camp. It looks like somebody pitched there probably last night. Too early to stop for sure, but it's a nice setup, especially if you are SOBO. But I'm just gonna sit here and take a little break, drink some water. It's definitely a nice dry patch. Got a huge cypress dome over there. Massive. First 10 miles out of the Oasis Visitor Center were a bit of a mixed bag. There were some dry patches and some wet patches. Out here in the remote backcountry, a deep sense of isolation settled in quickly. The stillness offered a calming peace, but with each passing moment, the solitude underscored just how truly alone I was. While I had no idea what physical demands this trail would place on me, it soon became clear that the journey's greatest struggles would be fought in my mind. At this point, optimism still reigned, fueled by the fresh, strong high of finally being on the Florida Trail. That's cool. I got a little snake skeleton. My son would like that a lot. Ironically, it would be many, many miles before I would see my first live snake, but I would see many of these skeletons. All right, I think we're just going to stop here for the day. Slow going. I didn't want to get set up at dark. So I'm just going to stay here and then we'll push out tomorrow. Another plus about staying here is this one has a fireplace or a fire pit rather, and there is some wood already here. And I just talked to a couple guys coming from the camp that I would have to head to after this one, and they said that it's a little more wet, no wood for the fire pit. So I'm just gonna stay here, have a nice little fire, get caught up on food. I haven't had much to eat today. Letting my feet dry out with my chacos. Everything was really wet today, muddy. Yeah, the mileage we were discussing that they put on these signs is not accurate. It kind of messes with your emotions. So we were kind of laughing about that. There's a nice breeze right now, which I'm loving. That's going to keep any, if there are any bugs out here, it's definitely going to keep them at bay. I anticipated days when cooking would be the last thing I wanted to do, so I prepped a go-to meal that was both easy and energizing. My solution was tortillas with peanut butter and honey. Tortillas compact far better than bread, making them ideal for backpacking. And this simple protein and carb-rich meal hit the spot every time. Man, I've been dying to check these out. It's Mamu's Camp Kitchen. And so we are going to have the beefy enchilada tonight. And that's going to be great. Can't wait for that guy. That's what we are looking at in here before anything goes in. And again, this is the beefy enchilada. And it has ground beef, red enchilada sauce, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, and white rice and tomatoes, green chili peppers, which I love, cheddar cheese, onions, Cajun spice, and cumin seeds. So this should be amazing. I love all of those things. A few more minutes for the Mamus to be ready and we'll try it out. Easier to get to now. All right, Mamu's beefy enchilada, steaming hot. Wow, got some real good complex flavor profiles. Really like the chilies in there. And the cheese is nice, very nice with it. Well done, guys. Getting a bit of a flyover here. I don't know if that's coming out, but it's a pretty big military aircraft. It is like really close, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. Well, this was a heck of a first day on the Florida Trail. I didn't get as far as I wanted, but I did make it to one of the camps. And so we'll pick it up tomorrow, looking at maybe doing 12 or 13 miles tomorrow. And then ultimately, I'm trying to get to at least 16 miles a day. And I think after a few days of this and then getting out of the swamp, we can pick up the pace a little bit and reach that 16 miles a day. It's been quiet, peaceful, and just loving it. Good morning. It's day 2. I was gonna get out and look at the sunrise, but there's about 1 billion mosquitoes just right here on my tent. I don't know if they're coming out or not, but we'll see if they're all along the outer tent there. Yeah, I'm hoping they go away fast once the sun gets up. There's a mix of them too. There's some really big ones and there's some really tiny ones. But I'm gonna start packing up and we'll get on our way. All right, I have everything out of the tent now. It's about 7 a.m. and we are going to start breaking down. So I follow a channel called Homemade Wanderlust, and a little tip she put on one of her channel was use like a chamois or ShamWow or some kind of brand, doesn't even have to be that one, but use it just to wipe down all the dew off the tent. And so I'm going to try it out and see how that works. And I don't know, I just thought it was pretty clever. So we're going to give it a go this morning. Join me on the next one as my adventure continues on the Florida Trail. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe.